Hey everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon card opening video. Sorry if the mic sounds not as loud, but considering what was going on in the previous video back on Saturday, I figured it was better to go back to this. And to make up for that glitchy audio, ta-da! I happened to find this at a new card shop that I was checking out, and it is the Scarlet and Violet, Black Bolt, and White Flare poster collection. I didn't know it was coming out just now. Now, I haven't seen the actual card list, but I have seen Unlisted Leaf open both sets. And I'm really hoping to get some of the illustration rares. Not to mention the new black, white, and red secret rares that they have. I'll go ahead and open this first, though, before I get into that. Okay, first I'll show off the code card so we can get that out of the way. Plus, I figure it's still what most of you come to my channel for. Hey, I know I'm not the most charismatic. I'm definitely no Unlisted Leaf. I'm not even Big Julep Panda. He can at least make funny jokes. Now, one of the things I'm going to probably have to back up for this one is a poster for this collection, because of course it's a poster collection. Okay, can you see it now? And of course, front here is the two main legendaries of this set. Meanwhile, on the back, we've got like a little collage mosaic of the different cards, or the main cards of the set. Which, by the way, you can get them also as Master Ball Pokeballs again. Sorry, I had to hold this off to the side here. As I was saying, you can now get reverses with the Pokeball or Master Balls on them. It's Prismatic all over again in that regard. But with better pull rates for the special illustration, or not specials, but illustration rares in general. But also we've got our promos here. We've got Snivy, got Oshawott, and Tepig, all the starters. And do you notice something? They decided to use the hollow pattern that was normal back in the black and white era of this game. Just without the yellow borders. So it ends up looking a little weird on the side, but I think that's just them trying to take it easy. And now, of course, the main thing we get out of it, 2 packs of each holiday set. Because they split into two this time, like they do in Japan. 2 White Flare and 2 Black Bolt. I'll start with Black Bolt. Mostly because I'm hoping I'll pull a Zekrom, which I can use in a new deck I'm working on. Video for that will be next week. Why a new deck? Because I'm having a hard time with freaking Hops deck that I made and not really getting anywhere with I play it. And the new set rotation that happened last month is still affecting how I play. I'll figure out eventually, but in the meantime. And one thing I forgot to mention that I just remembered, besides the fact that they use the same energy style as the sets back then, is that there's also the chance of getting a God Pack, apparently. I haven't seen that yet, but apparently one of the tells is that you have a hollow energy, but that's not a guarantee if you have the hollow energy, okay? Okay, right now I'm just going to be looking at the different cards. Okay, Seismitoad is definitely not the prettiest looking, but he's definitely showing how fierce he is. Professor's Research. We haven't seen Juniper in a while. And we got Excavalier. Sorry if I'm a little slower here. Also forgot to mention that they split the cards between each set. So you're not going to get all 150 that were released in this era just from one of the sets. We got Golem. Or Golett, I mean. Not Golem. Completely different type. And our rare. Okay, I did not expect it on the first pull. For real, we've got a full art Kyurem EX. One of the ones that's exclusive to the Black Bolt set. I may have to give in and buy one of the Elite Trainer boxes so I can at least figure out the whole set list. Although I could probably just look online, but hey. As it is, there's definitely some issues with trying to complete a master set if you're going to try and get all of the illustration rares, secret or not. Because this is expensive. The freaking poster collection with just 4 packs? $40. Hey. I didn't even pre-order. Still, I like how here is looking with the white and the lizard effect here. Oh, great lizard. Barely can see the texture on it though. Sorry, I just wanted to double check because you know how it is these days. With how pricey everything gets, you gotta make sure you're getting what you pay for. Hey. Originally I was thinking of getting a binder collection. I'd at least have something to put everything in. But that was a little more expensive at $50. With only 5 packs would be a little better, but sheesh. I'm just not sure how the value works there. Plus I still have my binder at home that I can use. And I think I just saw something when I was pulling this from the back. Okay, we've got Fighting Energy, Servine, Axew, then we got Cupchew, Snivy, Fro, okay, just looking at how that attack works. Basically, not good the stronger the Pokemon is. Amoonguss, then we got Seismitoad. Then we've got our first Pokeball pull, Cobalion. I'm already thinking if I can do this in Hops deck so I can at least have some improvement. Righteous Edge, Metal Arms. Okay, maybe. I need a Pokemon tool apparently. Oh, we got our first illustration rare. And it is Cryogonal. Oh, and I'm loving this one. I mean, it's just the little snowflake in the middle of an icy wasteland, I guess, but the way they do it. And it shows you do not underestimate the snowflake. And I wanted Zekrom, and I got it. Zekrom EX. We ended up getting a Freefer in this one. Let's see. Slash does 50 voltage burst. Does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Also does 30 damage to itself. Of course it's not going to be that great. So I suppose if I have freaking Monkey Dory in my deck, this would help. Because then I could just transfer that damage over to the opponent. These guys up, then I'll put the price for each one as I sleeve them, okay? Now, the one everyone's after is, of course, either the Special Illustration Rare Zekrom, or, of course, the RBW Rare, the black layers, where they're, in Zekrom's case, it's a black background for this guy. This, of course, a black colored Pokemon. And like I said, I love the illustration rares. They're just so pretty. And then, of course, Cobalion. At least you know it'd be harder for them to copy this. I swear, though, if this ends up with no audio again. Sorry, I'm remembering another time I switched over the audio and forgot to make sure it was even working. But considering what I'm seeing on OBS here, I seem to have it working. And now we're starting with White Flare, so maybe put these over here for now so I don't mix them up. Because they're technically two different sets. And Unlisted Leaf made mention of a little quirk that's in the set, two sets. Victini, the full art rare version that's in both sets. Basically, if you're going to try and do a master set of this, you're going to end up having to get Victini basically for each one, or once for each one, because it has different numbers for each of the sets. 71 for White Flare, and then 72 for freaking Black Bolt. Okay, anyway. Got Grass Energy, Yamask, Joltik, Vanillite. Like I said, you're going to have different Pokemon in each set, so kind of like with the actual games. You basically need both, or someone who has the other game, in order to collect them all. And then, ooh, we got another Pokeball. This time, Gothita. Ooh, and our first illustration rare of White Bolt is Sock. I still don't know why its name is that, but sheesh. Okay, that last tech only works if it's facing an EX Pokemon, which, okay, kind of interesting there. And behind that is just Hollow Samurott. But still, this way you can actually see the hollow pattern here again. Let's see, Tormenting Whirlpool. Switch active with your bench Pokemon. Then you do the same to your opponent, so they choose to be active. I may have to consider that. But definitely gotta have Sock here. Well, maybe not gotta, but it's definitely a pretty card. That matches the Fighting type energy. Because you basically got it training on like part of the cliff, I think. Or around a waterfall of some sort. At least that's what it looks like to me. So you'll have to let me know. But definitely a pretty one. Oops. Can't forget Gothita. Now, there's also a Master Ball version, like I said, because that much they decided to keep from freaking Prismatic. Oy. Sheesh. I don't blame Ando for calling it problematic evolutions. I'm with him on that one. Sheesh. I mean, seriously, even with the updated version, the best I got out of that was the freaking A-Spec card, which, if you're going for looking for valuable cards for collecting, that ain't it. So I'm still happy for it. It's useful for my deck. I'm just like, seriously? Or at least after the fact, that I was. Oy. And for all this talking, didn't even realize we were on the last pack of the entire thing. And of course, I have not pulled a God pack, which would be way out of my league if I did. But not even a Hollow Energy. Okay, we got Joltik again. Gothita. Lampent. Deerling. Zebstrika. Let's see, Electro Bullet. Also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Well, considering how many Pokemon have a way to stop that sort of damage, I don't think that's going to work for me. We've got Scrafty. Our first reverse is Zoroark. Then we got Harlequin. And our rare, 1, 2, 3, a Hollow Chandelure. Well, I suppose on a more positive note, this at least gives us an idea of the pull rate, at least just in the collection here. Give me a sec to sort this though, and then I'll do a recap. Okay, I don't know how the value is going to work here, but I'm just going to go based on what I know of rarest to most common to rarest, I guess. Just from what I understand, secret rares and full art are going to be the rarest pulls to get, especially the secret illustration rares. But anyway, first our promos, we've got Tepid, Oshawott, and Snivy for our promo hollows. And we got Samurott right here, as well as Chandelure. Hair in my eye. Then we've got our 2 Pokeball pulls, Gothita and Cobalion. Trying to keep them in their respective sets. Then we've got Zekrom right here for our first EX. Then we've got Cryogonal illustration rare, really pretty still. And then Sock for the second. And then our Kyurem EX full art. Still can't believe I pulled this one, but I'm honestly more excited over illustration rares. What can I say? I like a nice picture. And if you want me to go searching for this set, just let me know, okay? So I can at least figure out where to spend my money and how I'm going to do this. I'm probably not going to go for a whole normal master set. At most, I might just go for like doing the normal reverse hollow deal that you usually see with the master set, and not all the Pokeball master drops from that we started seeing with Prismatic. Hey, that would take way more money than I could ever make in my lifetime. Hey, not to mention a lot of trading. As it is, I might have issues just trying to get all the illustration rares because there's supposed to be one for every Pokemon from the Black and White days, which is 150. Not to mention, 2 of them are only available as promos in the ETBs. Hey. But anyway, just let me know what you think down below, okay? And again, going to try and do other stuff, so in the meantime, I'm not spending every bit on just cards. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and I'm your host, Christina, signing off. See you soon!